Hi Sameer. So let's start with the question. What are the key businesses of STRATBEANs?
Hi Priyansha. Key businesses of STRATBEANs. Okay, so STRATBEANs is having two divisions. One is which is our service division. Let me first explain that. The other division is products division. Service division is our older arm, and what we do within service division is content digitization service for most parts. We create e-learnings, we create games, we create questions of various types, and we also have a way of converting the classroom trainings into automated online trackable trainings. So our service division does all that. So this is one of the businesses we have. The second division, which is about products, it is responsible for distributing our own infrastructure products which are into online mobile learning, and also we resell one or two products which are not ours, and we just having rights to offer them. So in the products division, the prominent products that we have, something called Atum LMS. LMS is a learning management system. It's a very interesting product that we have. It is a multilingual solution on which somebody can put online videos and distribute it for training to their employees or trainees, as you call them. Then there's something called training management system. Now, Atum training management system many times is sold as a module of our Atum LMS itself, but sometimes it is sold separately, and whenever it is there, it helps you bring little more visibility into the in-class training process. In-class training as in classroom-based training or any contact training, etc. Then the third product, which is very popular, is an online assessment platform. It's a cloud-based platform, and in this you can upload question banks, and then you can pool those questions into test papers. You can jumble them, you can put timers, you can do a lot of things. And it has been used by very large examination bodies, and it has been used by organizations which are insurance companies, which are finance companies, or any other type of organization to do the online assessment without moving people from one location to the other. One of the important features it has is anti-cheating feature. All of our products, all the three products that I described so far included, they have always a management dashboard which gives you reports on what's going on. Then we have some new products, things like Mobius, mobile learning management systems, GoSales App. Now these applications are special applications for a certain need. And then there are certain products which we sort of offer along with our group companies. So STRATBEANs has certain group companies like Work Ready. They are our group company, and they offer BPO specific solutions. There's a product called Skill Builder that they offer. It's a pool of ready-made e-learnings which are relevant to BPO middle line managers. If they are trying to be good in their job, then they can really bank on some other ready-made content that we have. As it is called Skill Builder. So then there are certain products which are R&D intensive, and they are probably getting more finished as we speak right now. One of them is called Conversationalist, which uses artificial intelligence to mimic a conversation and therefore train you in having a great discussion on any subject matter, trying to make you a specialist in anything. It's a part of learning tool sets that we have. So these are some of the main things that we do right now.
Okay, so we've understood the products and the services. So is there something you'd like to add to that, to the products and services? This is all?
Yeah, I mean, most prominently these. There are many small things that we do. If you say that, then I'd definitely like to add something about our partners product, Articulate. Articulate is a product that we offer in India. It's a product from a company called Articulate Inc., and it's a New York-based company which was started in 2002. Now it is a de facto standard product for creating content. So Articulate Storyline is one of the latest versions, and we offer it in India. We offer licenses as well as certified trainings on that product. So this is one important other business that we have.
Okay.
Thanks for asking.
Okay, then my next question is, what can STRATBEANs do for an organization looking to automate their learning process?
Okay, that's really a core of things that we try to do really. So when you say automate their learning process, mostly what it could mean is a couple of things. Firstly, it could mean that, imagine they have dependence on people who are trainers, and imagine their dependence on subject matter experts who hold the classroom trainings. Then how can they sort of move away some of that training experience to self-paced experience really. So that is done through digitization of e-learning content. How do we do that? Digitization of the learning content. So how do we do that? We send our business analysts to the customer location. They sit with subject matter experts, they sit with the trainers, and they try to understand what's going on, what is being taught, what are the key reasons why those things are taught, what are the key success factors if a person has to be taught that, and then if the people have to have a learning curve which is creating that, then what are the key things. After that information, they come back and they talk to our digitization experts, the people who are designers, the people who are voiceover artists, people who create storyboards, and with the help of these folks, the digital content is given form, and that digital content is then sent back to the customers, and they can sign it off. So this is one way of helping companies who are trying to automate their learning process. The other type of companies are where they are probably already doing a bit of digitization, and either through themselves or outsource, but they need help with smart ways of distributing the content. So in those areas, our products, which are learning management systems, they come in the picture, or mobile learning systems, which are very hot these days, because a lot of mobile training people are trying to do, and doing a mobile training or mobile assessment is one way of automating the process itself. So what starts happening is that once you have a fully automated process, typically everything happens seamlessly. So therefore, if you are a learner, you are really not dependent on making your travel plans and reaching some place along with other guides and having a training class. You can actually have a self-paced experience. You can, it is possible to launch all the training from your own home. We have systems right now like Mobius, through which you can, even if you're offline, you can have a lot of training. And the trainers on the other side, they're worried people. They're also thinking, hey, okay, what about not bringing everybody to the classroom? Many times it's hard to hold attention when people are in the classroom. And how about if they are by themselves? So how can I find out how people are learning? So we provide automated dashboards through which you can get a real-time sense of what's going on. You can see your entire organization map, and you can in the LMS see that who are the people who are doing fine, who are the people who need some help, what are the things which are working in learning, what are the programs which are popular. So everything comes down to one place, and you can leverage technology to sort of automate a lot of parts which are about follow-ups, which are about experience sharing, which are about reporting and MIS. So this is how we help automate the programs.
Okay, so my next question for you is, how can STRATBEANs help an organization that is not willing to outsource its content digitization and wants to do it in-house?
Okay, now that's a very interesting question you ask, because we face these situations many times. But interestingly, it doesn't matter to us. If the company wants to outsource the digitization process, I feel that what we mean to say is that we'll be able to help them by digitizing it for themselves through our service. But what if they don't want to? Okay. Now, if they don't want to outsource, then they definitely want to do it themselves. Now we have got technologies which we can provide them to do it effectively. We have got training and hand-holding programs which can be offered to the customers to do it effectively. Many times customers also say, of content digitization ourselves, but we also want to outsource a part of it. Now, let me talk about how our certification programs work and how our handholding programs work. So what will happen is that imagine you are an organization who says that, you know what, I want to do it myself, I want to digitize it myself. So we'll give you some easy tools through which even your subject matter experts can start creating digital content. Then we have series of trainings. Some trainings are just short trainings, and you can sort of quickly start creating something basic, like a L1 type of content, or maybe some with some practice L2 type of content. And we also provide our experts who are available to you on a call, and that's an handholding program. And you can sort of say that, hey, I'm doing everything right, I hope. But still I'm finding some problems here, and maybe I'm not having good ideas how to create a training like this. So how to go about it? So we do that. Then we share our, very helpful set of tools which are done, they're distributed freely. So we have made a lot of investments in which, for example, our training programs, some of the training programs run weekly, and anybody can join it. They can log into the webinar and they can learn how to create content. And this is something which I'm saying to you, it works on each week. You can just join each week, any week that you choose to. So that's a great thing. You can learn at your own pace. If you want to do it yourself, do it. We'd love to help you. Secondly, we provide free content where we say, okay, now look at this reference. You can download certain templates when you are doing it yourself. You can download certain images, tools and technology which are freely available, and we facilitate that ecosystem. So that's something we do for people who are trying to do it themselves. We're really not either or situation, that if you want to do it yourself, hey, you just do it yourself. We're not going to touch you with a 16-feet pole, no. If you are doing it yourself, great, we'll help you. If you want to make us do it, that's also great. Many times it's a cost issue with the customers. If they do it in-house, many times it's cheaper for them, and we love it. We say, yeah, fine, we do it. So that's how we go.
Okay, so that was about corporate organizations. Now does STRATBEANs also work for schools and colleges?
That's a wonderful question. I would love to have something for schools and colleges. So in some way, some of our tools are purchased by schools and colleges, but in very small part really. Especially in India, if I say. In India, our market is like 90% of it is just large corporates. Not only schools and corporates, we also do not go after small and medium enterprises. Now, why don't we go after them? There's some very pragmatic reasons behind it. The sales cycles are just the same if you go for a large organization or for a school and college or for a small organization. But the amount of revenues that we can make is very different. And also in India, most of the schools and colleges, they do not have that propensity to pay for these high-end technologies. If I compare it with the situation outside India, I see that the schools and colleges there, they are mostly the harbinger of new learning ideas, and they make investments in technology, and they actually see it that way. So we definitely try to serve them outside India, but in India so far no, we haven't got great experience so far. But not to disappoint you, let me tell you, some of our plans are where we are creating some B2C products where the sale would be mostly automated, and also in our articulate line of products, we have a possibility of engaging more of schools and colleges, and that is something which you will see in the next few quarters maybe.
Okay, Samir. So that brings us to our last question. What part of HR process do we belong to?
Okay, my sense is that's a very good last question, because it sort of ties together all the other questions. Now, like I said, we work for large corporates, so my sense is that's why you were saying that what part of HR process we belong to. So HR has many parts really. Anyway, I'll say payroll is one part, hiring is another part, and there are a lot of things about employee benefits management. But we belong to that part which is called learning and development. So learning and development, is mostly associated with training and then automation of training, or doing the training better. So, and also if I look back at your question, the last question, the technology companies, when they offer products to educational institutions like schools and colleges, like you said, then it is called EdTech, EdTech, educational technology. The same set of technologies, maybe in slightly different form, when they are offered to large corporates and corporates, it is called HR tech, because then the person that you knock the door of is an HR person for most parts, either an L&D head, L&D manager. But you see, HR is sometimes a strategic part of organizations, especially BPOs. Many BPOs, they have HR process built into their what is called operations. So we also belong to that. So we are sometimes outside HR processes as well. So if somebody says, hey, we want to have a great operations capability, and we want to have people quickly trained on something. We are launching 1500 hotels, and we want to have people man them correctly and quickly trained, then we can create e-learning and simulation for them. So those are also the areas where we belong, scaling and strategic areas of operations. And most recently I have seen that we are serving certain customer sets where they call it knowledge transfer and knowledge management. That's curious for us, but my sense is still it may be linked up to learning and development for some parts. So thank you for asking this very good question.
So that wraps up our discussion. Thank you for the informative session, Sandeep.